Good morning, family. How are you today? I am good, so I know you're good. And even if you're not, you're going to be good. You're going to get good. Can you say that? Get good? Well, we're going to say you're going to get good. All right, look. New mug. The mug says, all I need is coffee and mascara. Okay? And it's hot pink. What? I know. I found this beauty at Ross. Love it. So it's a thumbs up. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that I did record over the weekend like I told you I was going to do. And I don't think it loaded up. At least I don't see it. So we're going to check and see what happens. So if you saw it, great. If you didn't see it, I'm going to load it up. So, because I'm not sure. I couldn't find it. And I like to go back over it and see on some of the things maybe I could have done better or I could have said. But this is real life. So, some things I'm just not going to change because it's me. So, but you know what I did notice about the whole time, the whole weekend? All I said, I must have said it 100 times. It's hot. It's hot. I'm hot. It's hot. I was like, my Lord. Oh, I don't want to be that lady who, complains all the time. That gets on your nerve. And even me looking at it, I was like, you need to stop. You done said it's hot like 20 times. Everybody know it's hot. It's hot everywhere. I was like, yeah, true. Sometimes I keep telling you got to talk to yourself. My girlfriend, her name is Rasta, and we always, when it's that time of the month and you feel different, you got a attitude in most cases, or you just a moody person. So we always say that girl because we know that's not us on a regular basis. So if she's having a bad day or is not going so good for her, she'll say that girl. So I'm going to blame it on that girl too, because that girl complains. She gets hot now. She's having these flashes and stuff, and she doesn't know how to handle it. So all she does is, it's hot. And I'm like, oh, girl, get your life. Get a fan. Sit out in a fan, But that girl is. But I'm going to try to chill out on some of all of that, because it's hot. Anyway, so I told you about the video. So you're going to see, it was fun because I was holding the camera. A lot of it is right in your face. Well, I'm like, ooh, y'all see every dent, every ripple. But sorry, I'm learning. I told you. So I'm going to learn how to adjust that camera so I'm not dead in your face. So that's what happened over the weekend. Another thing, because this is Tuesday, so I told you we're going to call this Testimony Tuesday. So, which means I'm going to tell you a little story of something that I think is relevant. So, when I was in the mall, I think I told you, I hit on it a little bit in the video that you hopefully have seen or will see. But I'm thinking about some of the younger mothers, and, for those of you who know me, I'm about to be an empty nester, and I've said this before. So a lot of times when I see younger mothers and the babies, it just does something to me because I feel like I can remember everything that happened in the lifespan of my children and with them growing up. I remember the boo-boos. I remember me getting aggravated and anxious and feeling overwhelmed. I remember all of that. So when I see some of the younger mothers, I wonder if they have the same anxieties that I had, and what do they do to cope with that? Because some of them don't have anyone to talk to or to help them out. I was blessed in that area because I belonged to a church where it was a lot of older people. Not old, but they were like older to me. They might have been my age now, but I was in my early 30s, so to me they were older. But they helped me, and I wasn't resistant with that help. Meaning, nowadays, if you see something with a child and they're doing something that could harm them or something, you want to say, don't do that or whatever. And then the mother might tell you, don't talk to my child like that and whatever, even though you're saying it to help that child. And I know we have some people out here who just don't like kids and they may have a different agenda. But for those of us who do, how do we reach those mothers who need help? And I think that's where my passion is, for the younger mothers who don't have that help and they don't really know how to ask for it. So I always make it a point to reach out in my church to those mothers or to the kids when I see them, and give them a hug or just let them know that I'm here. You come and give me a hug or whatever. And it's just this world that we live in is so crazy now, because if you're doing that, I'm wondering now, if I had children and someone is wanting to hold my baby or embrace my baby, I think I would be a little leery too, because I'm thinking, I don't know what your agenda is. I don't know you, so no. But then again, everybody's agenda isn't the same. So we can't put everybody in that same category. So I don't know. I'm really reaching and searching to see where my journey is going to take me and what I am really passionate about. And even at this age, I'm still, I guess you could say, finding yourself, because now, my role is changing. So because my role is changing, I'm looking for ways that I can help and be a blessing to someone else. And that blessing could be to help a mother who is struggling with her kids, maybe just struggling with life in general, and they just need someone to talk to, and not someone to talk at them, and not someone who's just want to be in their business, or even someone that wants to take over and tell them what to do, because I don't want to do any of those things. But I would like to be that person that if they feel like crying, come on, cry. If they feel like talking, they feel comfortable enough to know that they could talk to me, and this isn't going to be a public announcement. You know what I mean? Because sometimes there's some things that go on in your life. You need to get it off your chest, but you don't want the world to know. And now with social media, it seems to me like if two women or guys have a beef, everybody takes it on the internet, and it's not helpful. It's not. Everybody has a phone with a camera, and and in some cases it is helpful, and we need this. We need the evidence. I get that. But then sometimes we do need that face-to-face contact, that we can talk about it, sit down and talk about it. Pick up a telephone and actually talk on it, not text me. But those are my feelings for today. That's where I am, because I'm really searching for my next step and where I can be a blessing to someone. That's what I want. I want to be a blessing. I want when someone see me that they see Christ in me, and they feel like they can reach out to me. And that's another reason why I want to do this, because I'm taking you on this journey, and you'll see my quirkiness and my whatever. But maybe I'll say something that will touch you, and you'll know exactly where I'm coming from, and you will say, yeah, exactly, that's how I feel. Or we can agree to a degree on that, So you think about that and meditate on that and tell me what you think, because I think as mothers, we have to help the other mothers. It's so important. They need it. A lot of them don't have the grandmothers and great-grandmothers that we had. And not that all the cases it was the best situation. It wasn't. But you learned. It made you who you are today. And I think I consider myself a strong Black woman because of my background. in spite of my background. I am who I am. And that's what you have to be. None of us have a perfect family or a perfect situation, but we can make it as good as we can, so hopefully you will think about it and see where I'm coming from and maybe pass it on. Share me with someone else, who may need some encouragement, because that's what I want to do. I want to encourage. So I have a quote for today, and it's more for me. And I know you hear that dinging. I forgot again. I'm so sorry. Don't come for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to remember that next time. Anyway, the quote for today is, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain said that. I'm thinking about that. The day I was born and the day you find out why. I guess that's why I'm thinking the passion. In my church at Bible study, my pastor's doing a series on your spiritual gift. And I'm always conflicted with that. Because even though I understand it, I always feel torn. Like I truly don't understand. I don't get it. What is that passion that's burning in me? I really believe what I'm saying now is the passion. How do I satisfy that passion? How do I go after that passion? That's what I'm working on this journey. So when I find out, and then hopefully you're going to see it, because I'm going to grow and we're going to see it together. Okay? So enough chitter chatter for today. I'm good. You're good. Let's be good together. Like, subscribe. Tell somebody about our relationship. Tell them, because I thought Testimony Tuesday today, this was good talk. If y'all have something that you would like me to talk about, not that I'm all knowledge, no, don't give it, because something funny that happened, tell me about it. Because, I'm good for telling you something crazy that happened to me. And it's always something crazy happening to me. But anyway, tell me about it. So tell somebody about our relationship. I loop, and I will see you tomorrow. Check out my mug again. Hot pink, baby.